Yo, what up guys? Welcome back to another video. Now, if you guys feel like the Driving Empire is on a steady decline because of these reasons, make sure you stick around for this video because I got some things to talk about. So, the first thing I actually want to talk about that's actually ruining Driving Empire is actually the upgrade system. Now, back then, like before these even came into the game, we had something that went all the way up to Titan, which was fine. But then when they added these, it kind of ruined it because not only did you have to pay to install the part, you had to upgrade that same part, which is weird. And it ruins the game and it makes everything so overpowered and insanely like accelerating. Now, another thing that's really confusing me as to why it hasn't been fixed, maybe it was scripted to do this. What the hell is this Driving Empire? The Zenvo chassis thing, like it's weird. Like you get into somebody else's Zenvo and it's like it wants to fly away. Or it just does weird stuff like this. Now, I don't know exactly how to explain this. I don't know if they purposely did this or what it was supposed to be, but I'm a little confused and it's kind of bad. And I honestly couldn't even tell you in words like what I be experiencing and what I be seeing sometimes when it happens because it's just so weird. And speaking of things being weird, ever since like licensed vehicles came in, like every single one is overpowered as hell. I mean, even if it's something so small as like the Pagani right here, like it should not be accelerating this fast. Like the old chassis were so much better and so much smoother. And then like another thing that I really want to point out, and I'm not necessarily complaining, but it's just like we're losing limiteds. Like that's another thing. Like a lot of people, even myself, are talking about it, losing limiteds just to go on sale when it's brought to the game as a licensed vehicle is just weird. I don't understand like why it had to go this far. Like I appreciate the licensed vehicles, but at least let us keep our limiteds. Now maybe there's something in the future that they can work out to where they can be reverted to limited cars just with the license, you know, on it. But it's like we're losing more and more limiteds, and that was the main thing that we all got on to play for was limiteds and of course Lamborghinis and stuff like that back then at that time period. But as it stands now, like Driving Empire is just on a decline. And yes, limited vehicles do happen, but it's like the cars that we were either once rare are no longer rare. Like everybody can get them now, and it won't be too long before there's like less limited vehicles in the game at all and like no rare cars at all. Another thing that really like confuses me and as to why it's still an ongoing thing is, well, let's put it like this. The change in how the weather works, like it's inconsistent with what it is. Like the lighting has gotten better since then, but like the map itself, like the road textures and stuff, like how the road operates sometimes can be annoying. There's still a little glitch every now and then where like you'll fall through the map, which it's like really laggy in certain parts of the map and it's just weird. The performance needs a little bit of an optimization if you ask me personally. But another one thing that I really want to point out too is, and this is like a major thing that's like ruining Driving Empire, the community. Like we gotta put our brains together, guys, and like really chill out with a lot of things because we're not gonna always get what we want per se, but we will get things in a like fashionable time frame, if that makes sense. Like we sit here and complain about things, but at the same time when they fix them and something else breaks, then we go back and complain. And it didn't help that during the crate system, if you didn't really like it, you should just let it go, because eventually they were going to get removed anyway. It's not like you had to buy them. But at the same time, it is like, I understand like the whole points of views of, you know, controversy with the gambling system and having to spend money for cars that we normally get. Yeah, I get that. But at the same time, it's like if we would have just waited, you know, eventually things would have changed and probably wouldn't have even had to lose all this stuff, which is okay. I mean, now it's like, you know, we just have to deal with what we got. And I honestly don't think that it's like going to be insanely worse than what it is now, but it's just like there's so much that we could sit here and point out about how like Driving Empire doesn't do this or Driving Empire doesn't do that. But at the end of the day, there's things that we are needing desperately to be fixed that are just being kind of sort of pushed aside. and cover it with like licensed vehicles. Like, I just don't understand like why ever since licensing the cars have to be so insanely broken. So if you get what I mean. Now, there were some things that I probably didn't cover in this video, but if there's anything that y'all felt like I missed on and y'all made it to the end of this video, go ahead and smash that like button. Also, drop your comments down in the comment section. Let me know like what y'all feel about it. And if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure you share. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.